everybody. It's been a while since I've well, except for last week, I sat down with my sister and we did a kind of an impromptu video review. But this time it's just me. It's back to just being me. And I did take a little bit of a break. There was a whole pen show circuit thing that I joined in on for, I guess, for the months of August and September. So I was a bit busy, so I never really got around to sitting down and then, just reviewing some pens. But today I have pens that I'm going to show you. And this time I'm going to show you some pens from Montegrappa. It's been a long time since I've talked about any Montegrappa pens. Today I'm going to show you the Elmo 2. And which is it's not to be confused with the Elmo 1, but it is the Elmo 2, which is it's a different design than the Elmo 1. I'm going to be showing you the US exclusive fountain pen colors. So they do come in 3 distinctive colors just for the United States. I guess it's, hey, you can only get them out here, or you could order from a US retailer who might still have them because they're pretty limited. I'm going to show you them. I don't have the boxes that they came in. I have them here in my trusty rickshaw pen sleeve in that beautiful Japanese textile. I love these pen sleeves. They're so great. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out. The US exclusive comes in 3 colors. So we've got Freedom, which is a red, oops, there you go. It is a red and blue resin pen. And then there is Nirvana, which is kind of a green and gold resin pen. And finally, my favorite color from the series, Sea Green. I think this is just a really beautiful color, shades of green, some touches of brown. So they're all 3 of them are very fabulous, but I will have to say that yes, definitely the sea green is my favorite. I think the colors are really nice on that one. From the rest of this review, I'm going to be talking or using the sea green one to talk about because it is my favorite. So as you might notice that the pen is a little different from the Elmo 1, specifically that clip. The clip is a little different. And so what Montegrappa is doing with the Elmo 2 is they're taking us back about 100 years to the Art Deco era. And which is, kind of one of these very stylish and influential decades for all kinds of different things. The 1920s had very nice, well, I wouldn't say great fashion, but it had innovative fashion. Women's silhouettes and garments changed, from being corseted back in the early 20th century to being free, taking those corsets off and wearing, kind of a streamlined design. And design was also different. So that's what this clip is meant to have, an Art Deco influence. And it's supposed to be reminiscent of a man's cummerbund. So men's fashion. It's delightful. It's classy. It's meant to be stylish and meant to be an affordable rider for you, but we can determine that towards the end when I tell you how much it is. The resin is supposed to be very expressive. As you can see, there's lots of striated line patterning all over that resin. The finials on the cap and the end of the barrel are conical. So it's a beautiful design, a nice classic design. And it's meant to be, a simplistic, classy pen. And you look at the bottom of that ring, see, y'all can see that there. It says Montegrappa. That's Italian, by the way. Let's go ahead and take off that cap and let's look underneath and see what we've got here. So the pen does come with a stainless steel nib with that classic Montegrappa patterning on it. Don't worry. I'll be showing these pens closer up when I, do the close-up portion of this video. So if you can't see it very well, I apologize. You know, I know I've been in this room now for no, not 3 months. Like I've been stuck in this room. Obviously I walk out of it to, you know, leave and go do very mundane things like grocery shopping or, um, you know, whatever, check the mail. I got to get my pen mail somehow. Still trying to adjust to this environment. It's still different to me. So it has a nice shaped hourglass grip section. And you have some metal threads there to connect with the cap. And I like that it's very, you know, it's very minimal. It's not like this huge thread section or anything like that. But, you know, I also find this to be very, very comfortable in the hand. It's light. In fact, let's check and see, what does it feel like with the cap on? Put that on there. Still, you know, it's actually pretty light. It's nicely weighted. Feels very good. And yeah. So this pen is also a cartridge converter. So hopefully there's a converter. Oh, there is. Yay, there's a converter in here. Cartridge converter system. The converter is also threaded into the grip section. That's always nice. Hate it when there's some pens that have, it's like, and I'm talking about the Platinum Century Celluloid series, where it just connects and there's like nothing around it. It's not threaded, and it scares me to ink it because I'm always thinking that it's just going to pop right out. So this actually makes me feel a little more secure, if you will. Put that back on. But it is a very attractive pen. I think it's very beautiful. I do like that clip. Speaking of, yeah, it's nice. And the way it's shaped, it will easily, you know, slide onto any piece of fabric that you want to clip this on, be it your pocket, your pen case, what have you. Yeah, all three of them, very attractive. Very, very attractive pens. Well, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up the sea green pen. I haven't decided which ink I'm going to use yet, but I hope that I have an ink that will match that beautiful green of this resin. All right, well, let's do it. Well, I have to say that I really enjoyed this pen. It is nice, lightweight. It's comfortable to write with. It has a beautiful, timeless design that I appreciate very much. I mean, I like some, you know, pens with pen companies who like to think outside the box, you know, especially with different pen materials that are unexpected, or experiment a little bit with the pen shape or how it works and all that. I do appreciate, but every once in a while I like to come back home and use a pen that is classy and elegant and is the shape of a classic pen. And this is what that is. This pen is very limited. So it is just these three colors, just the United States. Again, we've got Freedom. I keep thinking of Braveheart when I say that. Freedom. Nirvana. Of course, I'm thinking of Dave Grohl, and I know there's Kurt Cobain, but Dave Grohl, he's just so talented. And Sea Green. 80 pieces a piece. I don't believe they are numbered. I don't see any numbers on here. But what I do see, and what, I mean, it's Montegrappa. You guys know this already, but they're made in Italy. So they are very Italian. So the MSRP that I've found these pens to be priced at is $495. $495, and I've seen them at various retailers such as Pen Chalet, Gold Spot, I believe, have them. So check your online retailers for them. But $495, probably no discount code to go with that. Sorry. I mean, you know, I'd tell you if I knew if there was one. And by all means, don't let that prevent you from trying. Keep trying. You keep trying. You can do this, man, woman, you. $495, you know, I don't think that's horrible for being a limited edition, only 80 pieces each. I mean, that is very limited, you know, 80 pieces worldwide of each pen. I have one of them here, although they won't be with me forever. They will have to go back to Kenro because these are on loan just for review. So, but they're very nice. I like these because, you know, if you look at Montegrappa pens, for the most part, and I asked a person this at the Dallas Pen Show, I said, you know, if you had to describe Montegrappa pens with one word, what would it be? And so they stopped and they looked down at the table and they're looking at all these, you know, Montegrappa pens, you know, the Dante pens and, you know, the Monopoly pen. And they were like, dramatic. I was like, oh, that's good. You know, I could, yeah, definitely Montegrappa pens. There is a flair for drama there. You know, a little bit of over the topness, which I don't mind. You know, I like a good, anything that's over the top, maybe a little eccentric. But these are a bit more understated for Montegrappa, understated in a good way, a classy way. And I do appreciate that very much. So be sure to check out your favorite retailers if you're interested in one of these Montegrappa Elmo 2 US exclusive pens. And that's it. And that's how the ink flows. I wonder if the resin is precious.